My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after the first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. It automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back. We've been off for a week. We weren't actually off. We were running the Dirt Track Bank World Finals. It started last Friday. We ran that for an entire week. The guys from Friday Night Lights showed very well in that race. So we're back tonight. We're back to Friday Night Light business. We have our Dash for Cash coming up in week 13. So the drivers will be dueling it out for that privilege to run in that $500 event. Again, at Got Your Six Racing Network, as always, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is 22 too many. So throughout the night, you'll see us play promo videos from companies out there doing great things for our veterans. We are getting ready to call the drivers off the track and get week 7 here at Eldora. 358 Modifieds underway. So welcome aboard. You will follow along with us as we call the drivers off the track. All drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to week 7 at Eldora. Just remember a few of the rules. We took last week off. Well, not really off, but we did not do Friday Night Lights. If you do not interview or get your photo taken and you are a podium finisher, you will receive an EOL next week. If you bring out 2 cautions in any race, be it a heat race or the feature, you will be DQ'd from that division. Intentional contact will not be tolerated at any time. If it's determined intentional by the folks at Top Tier Race Control, you will receive a vacation. Call-outs on Discord or on the mic will not be tolerated. Depending on the severity of the call-out, you might receive another vacation. Excessive blinking. If your car starts blinking, first time you will get a warning. Second time, you will be moved to the end of the line. Third time, you will be asked to park it for the night. I think that's all that I have. Welcome back. Those of you that saw the Facebook post, tonight marks the 1-year anniversary of Friday Night Lights. It was created on Facebook 1 year ago today. And as I said in the Facebook post, without the viewers and the drivers, none of this would have been possible. So we are celebrating 1 year ago today. I created this league on Friday Night Lights. So we're getting ready to get down to business. Any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time.
Thanks for letting us be a part of this.
Thank you, Gavin.
You stole it from me. I was going to say it first, but congratulations, Joe. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. All right, fellas, we're getting ready to advance. Looking for a great show. Good luck. So there you have it. There's the drivers' meeting. As you heard, tonight is our 1-year anniversary in iRacing. I created this league 1 year ago today. Didn't have any idea what was to be expected, but here we are. We're still hard at it. So welcome aboard. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the show. If you've come back, greatly appreciated. Without fans and drivers, none of this is even needed. Out on the track, the 515, that is your reigning champion, Chris Cox, in the 358 modifieds as he's coming off turn 4. He will take the green flag for his first time lap. Looks like everybody is out on track currently. Coming off a big win last night, he will be the 5 car. May show on your screen as the 18. Isaac Salas won the World Final 358 358 race last night. So welcome, Isaac. Cale Smith to the top of the board in the 115. Cale had a rough go last night in the 358 modifieds. The CTM driver is currently at the top of the board with a 16.66. Now Isaac Salas, who won the 358 modified race last night with a 16.65. Jeff Neron is back with us in the 27. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. He will finish P9. Joseph Grandy out on track in the 518. He will shut it down with a 16.82. Guess I could put the... See if I can do this here. My apologies. That should have been up on the screen, but it did not transfer. There we go. Isaac Salas, top of the board with a 16.65. Anthony Morano, the 238, the Mass Mafia driver, out on track. Currently 14th quick, now 15th. Grant Wesley with the 88 machine puts it up to 4th quick with a 16.751. I will pull up the points here momentarily. Also, a little bit unprepared tonight. My apologies. James Ingram in the 40 machine out on track. All right, I think I'm good now. Carter, Wesley, Smith, Shreves, Cox, your top 5 in the points. Currently out on track is the 40 car of James Ingram, the elder of the Ingram crew. Isaac Salas with your quick time, coming off a win last night in the big race. Isaac Salas, Jeff Neron on the front row, followed by Chris Cox, Gavin Chatham in row 2. Joseph Grandy, Jordan LaFont in row 3. Billy Roberts, Anthony Marjulio in row number 4. Randall Dixon and Jesse Ingram will round out your field of 10 drivers. All right, leader. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everyone heading to the feature tonight. Race hard. Race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Once that 5 car, the Super Dirt Series car, gets out front, that's Isaac Salas from Venom Racing. He's going to be hard to beat. This is his first week with us here at Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. So we are looking for a great show tonight. Some of the drivers coming off of multiple nights of racing in the Dirt Track Bank World Finals. But they have decided to come back out. If you're out there tuned in, greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard. The fun did not stop last night. We're going to cap it off tonight. Then the drivers will get a break. They've been at it for a solid week. So, pace truck is off. Isaac Salas looking for the green flag. Jeff Neron to his outside. Great start by the 5 car. Your champion, the 515 of Chris Cox, is going along with that 5 car of Isaac Salas. A little bit of contact between Gavin Chatham. We're 4 wide, 5 wide, coming off a turn number 4. They will settle it out up front. Isaac Salas getting away from the 515 of Chris Cox. Jeff Neron in the 27 car, now battling it out with Anthony Marjulio in the 238. Joseph Grandy in the 518 up to P3. We are 2 by 2. Gavin Chatham in the 24 is going to take it 3 wide. Got Jordan LaFawn and Marjulio into the outside wall. So that'll move Marjulio back.
Caution, yellow flag.
Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. Not sure who that was. Looks like
EOL. I got into the fence and caused that.
Jesse Ingram in the 7 machine.
Sir. Car 238 EOL.
In the 7 car, let's take a look. 238 up into the fence. 99 goes around. 7 gets into the 99, followed by the 111. So there you have it, 238 with the EOL. Replays brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank tonight. Up front, Isaac Salas leading the way. All right, leader, this restart is on you, sir. Remain 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you once we get the 1 to go. Leader, once all 4 tires of that pace truck are off the race surface, sir, that is your cue to go anytime between there and the drop of the green flag. Good luck. So we will double it up and get ready to go here once again. It is Salas with the 515 of Chris Cox to his outside. My apologies. We're having severe technical difficulties. Looks like we are back. Isaac Salas at the front of the field. Chris Cox in P2. He's trying to track down your leader. We will take a look here at the field as they go by. Isaac Salas still on the point in that 0-5 machine, or I guess he'd be just the 5 machine, with Chris Cox in P2, Jeff Neron in P3, Joseph Grandy in the 518, moves up 1 position, he's in P4. Jordan LaFawn coming off a great run last night in the 358 Modifieds. He's hunting that P4 position. He'll dive down, try to get underneath the 518 of Grandy. Can't quite make it stick. Salas, Cox, Neron, Grandy are your top 4. Sorry about the glitch there. You can close it. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Cale Smith, Grant Wesley on the front row. Michael Carter, Randy Shrees in row 2. Anthony Vitale Jr., Kelly Wheeler in row number 3. Malachi Smith, Donald Ingram in 4. Jake Henry and James Ingram rounds out your field of 10 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody heading to the feature. Race hard. Race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Cale Smith is another Friday Night Lights driver that had a great week running in the Dirt Track Bank World Finals. So the CTM boys, Cale Smith and Michael Carter, really put on a great show, represented the league very well. So big shout out to those gentlemen for all they have done. Grant Wesley on the outside of the front row. He's going to battle it out with the 15 of Carter. Carter is your points leader. He's on the inside of row number 2. The 88 is in second in the points. So those two are going to battle it out. Green flag is out. We are underway. Big shout out to the 115, current active duty member, actually. Like to thank him for his service to our country. Anthony Vitale in the field in the 21. He drives a modified in real life. We got some pictures from Michael Vitale last week. Backing down, caution is out. Looks like Malachi Smith went around there. In that 13 car, he's on the bottom side. Jordan LaFawn behind him. We have plenty of room to race here at Eldora. We were 3, almost 4 wide. Looks like Randy Shreves comes down, gets into the front of the 13 cents. Malachi Smith, Venom Racing driver, will start probably from the back of the field. We'll have to see what race control has to say about that. Cale Smith in the 115 at the front of the field, leading his teammate. CTM Motorsports boys we're running 1 and 2. Grant Wesley in that 88 car. He is second in the points. So you got first and second in the points, running second and third currently. Anthony Vitale Jr., we saw him put on a great show last time we were with Friday Night Lights. Randy Shreves is your sprint car champion. So we have a field stacked with great drivers. We are getting ready to go back to green on lap 3 of 8. Getting ready to go. Restart is on the leader. Cale Smith with a great start. Got his teammate to his outside. Those two have been known to battle it out. They're not going to cut each other any slack. We are 2 by 2 by 2 coming to lap number 4 of 8. 15 car on the outside with the advantage. He's going to get up in front of his teammate. Will Cale Smith get on the outside? Yes, sir. Cale Smith slides up coming off of turn 4. Carter Smith, Vitale Jr., Grant Wesley in the 88. Vitale right in the mix. He moves up 2 from his starting position. Looks like Wesley made contact with somebody there. Gets into the outside fence. That will move the 88 back in the field. Carter Smith, Vitale Jr., and Ingram in that 10 car. Randy Shreves is going to fight it out, working lap 6 of 8. Shreves working the middle line, as is Kelly Wheeler in the 110. Cale Smith trying to duck down underneath the 15 car. Can't quite get it done underneath his teammate. Will go on board with the 115 machine as he tries to reel in his teammate. He pulls up close at the entrance of turn number 3. Can't get it done. 1 lap to go. Cale Smith in P2. Michael Carter P1. Anthony Vitale now falling off the pace a little bit. 10 car of Donald Ingram gets up into the fence. That may open the door for Randy Shreves in the 56. Michael Carter will drive it to the win. Carter, Smith, Vitale Jr., Ingram are your top 4. All right, fellas, 3 minutes of warm-up. As you heard, ladies and gentlemen, we will have 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. Cale Smith at the top of the board with a 1689. We're getting ready to go feature racing. Feature to the grid, please. Isaac Salas, Michael Carter on the front row. Chris Cox, Cale Smith in row 2. Jeff Naron, Anthony Vitale Jr. in 3. Joseph Grandy and Donald Ingram are in row number 4. Jordan LaFawn, Randy Shreves in row number 5. Gavin Chatham, Grant Wesley in row number 6. Jesse Ingram, Kelly Wheeler in 7. Billy Roberts, Jake Henry in row number 8. Randall Dixon on the inside. Malachi Smith on the outside of row number 9. Anthony Marfulio and James Ingram round out your field of 20 drivers. All right, leader. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please, sir. Everyone else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Got 25 laps to get it done. Put on a great show. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. So we saw the 5 car of Isaac Salas and the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn put on an absolutely fantastic show last night. So we will see how this plays out. Michael Carter ended up in an incident in the 358 race last night, as did his teammate, Cale Smith, in the 115. Chris Cox is your reigning series champion. Isaac Salas looking for that green flag as we're getting ready to go 25 laps here at Eldora in week 7. Green flag is out. We are nose to nose at the line. Salas, no room to slide up in front of that 15. Back it down. Caution is out. I am not seeing any reason for the caution. It might have been thrown by race control. Race control giving final instructions to the driver. I'd like to thank Top Tier Race Control for coming on board. If you're in the market for an awesome professional race control, please look no further than Top Tier Race Control. If you need any information on these cats, give me a shout on our Facebook page or however you can get a hold of me. We will double it up one more time and get ready to go green. This restart will be on the leader. Isaac Salas, Michael Carter, Chris Cox, Cale Smith are your top 4. See Pete Fitzsimmons out there watching Jordan LaFawn do his thing. Ma'am, as always, thank you for tuning in. Do not see. Green flag is out. My apologies. We are back underway. 5 car of Isaac Salas with a good start. The 15 car of Michael Carter in P2. 15 of Chris Cox. That is your reigning champion in P3. He's got all he can handle with Cale Smith in the 115. That is the CTM driver. He's up to P4. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21 in P number 5. Anthony Neron, or Jeff Neron, my apologies. He's going to battle it out with Jordan LaFawn in that 11 car. We're going to go to ride back through the field up front. Michael Carter getting it done. Salas now. He's going to do a crossover after a slide job by the 15. Put the 5 car back to the point as the 15 car. Let's go on board and see how Michael Carter is dealing with this. You can see the 5 car of Salas to his outside. And the caution comes back out. Back it down, back it down. Pace truck out on the track on lap 6 of 25. Cale Smith and Isaac Salas putting on a show up front. Chris Cox in the 515. That's your reigning champion. He will roll off P3. The 115 of Cale Smith, he's in P4. So your top 4 have not moved from the start. Anthony Vitale Jr., he will roll off P5. Got to give a big shout out to all of our fans out there from the great state of Indiana. As some of you may or may not know, I am currently from California. My family moved back in the, I can't remember if this is the 40s or 50s, from the Terre Haute, Indiana area. So I'll call myself an honorary Indiana resident, as my wife is from near the Evansville area in Indiana. So thank you for tuning in. Isaac Salas at the front of the field, followed by Michael Carter on his outside. This will be the last 2x2. We will go single file after this. Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Great restart by the 5 car. Venom Racing's Isaac Salas slides up in front of the 15 of Michael Carter. Now the 515 of Chris Cox. Caution comes out super quick. Looks like Joseph Grandy caught up in an incident. Let's take a look. Looks like the 518 went to the outside, got into the fence, and over he goes. So put the 518 super quick in practice. Put him to the back of the field. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. We're only working lap 6 of 25. Sorry about the delay, and I hope maybe my wife won't watch this. Mount Vernon, Indiana is where she's from, a little bit west of Evansville. So to all of our fans out there in Indiana, thank you for tuning in. Special shout out to Pete Fitzsimmons cheering on the 11 car every week, so it's great to see you back. I hope you enjoyed the World Finals, where Jordan LaFawn in that 11 car put on a great show. We will go single file. Salas, Carter, Cox, Smith, Vitale Jr. are your top 5. Jordan LaFawn has moved up 3 positions. He is in P6. Isaac Salas will take to the green flag, holds up the field. A little bit of a bottleneck. Salas gets off to a great start. Carter in the 15. Salas running the high side. Carter running the middle, as is Chris Cox. Now Chris Cox is going to challenge the 15 car. Will he throw the slide job? Not this time. They are 2x2. Carter gets to that outside crossover coming, trying to get underneath the 515 of Chris Cox. He will do it. Isaac Salas loves seeing this in his rearview mirror. Let's go on board with Chris Cox, see what it looks like. Driver out of Des Moines, Iowa. He is your reigning 358 and limited late model champion as he tries to get by the 15 of Carter. Right up on the wall goes Chris Cox. We will take a listen as the cars come by. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field in that 5 car, getting it done. Michael Carter falling off the pace a little bit. He's got his hands full with the 515 of Chris Cox. Cale Smith, his CTM teammate, is currently running in P4. Jordan LaFawn up 4 positions. He's trying to get underneath Cale Smith in the 115. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. He's running P6. Randy Shreese in the 56. Caution comes back out. Looks like Billy Roberts in the 99 machine may have been involved in an incident. Your replays tonight brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. Billy Roberts just pulls down to the inside. Looks like the 99 car is done for the night. Big shout out to Billy Roberts and Gears Unlimited for title sponsorship of the Friday Night Lights division. Billy also helping us. Those of you that don't know, we are going real racing this year. Billy helping us out. If you're out there, you like to follow along that journey, look up Joe Halter Dwarf Car Journey. We're recording all of this on YouTube on how much we don't know about real racing, but we're trying to figure it out. We're going real racing. First event, January 1st will be the first test and tune. So great shout out to Billy Roberts for not only sponsoring Friday Night Lights, but giving me all the help in the world on the real car as we get ready for our first season. Again, that's Joe Halter, Dwarf Car Journey on YouTube. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. Michael Carter in P2, Chris Cox in P3 on lap 16 of 25. Don't forget, coming up, we got the limited late models followed by the 305 sprint cars right here at Eldora on week 7 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Pace truck should exit this time by, leaving the field to Venom Racing's Isaac Salas. Looks like Carter anticipated that start a little better than he has been. Carter will dive it down low. Can't get a good drive off of turn 2. Salas will continue with the lead. Carter, Cox are your top 3. Cale Smith, he takes a peek underneath the 515. He wants that final podium. 15 car into the wall. Cale Smith coming off side by side with Chris Cox. Cale Smith may have found something down low. He'll slide up. He gets in front of the 515. Crossover from Chris Cox. Cox will return the favor. Slide job coming. Will we see a crossover from the 115 of Cale Smith? Cale Smith down low. Here he comes. Is there room? Cale Smith holds it off of the 515. Great job by both drivers on lap 19 of 25. Caution comes back out. Looks like the 11 of Jordan LaFawn may have been involved. Let's take a look. Oh, Jordan LaFawn into the outside wall. That will send the 11 car to the back of the field. After an amazing run last night, back to the back of the field goes the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. Wasn't sure he was going to run tonight. Sent me a message this afternoon saying his arms were a little tired after a 100 lap 358 modified race last night. Isaac Salas has led from the start. Michael Carter in P2. Cale Smith was able to make the pass on Chris Cox. So we got a lot of 15s up in the top 5. Anthony Vitale Jr. in that 21 machine. That's the Murano Racing driver. Grant Wesley currently second in the points. In the 88 is currently at P6. Randy Shreese P7. Anthony Marjulio has recovered well in the 238. He is up to P8. So we're getting ready to go back to green here. on lap 19 of 25. So these drivers are running out of laps rapidly. Let's see if Michael Carter or Cale Smith or Chris Cox has anything for your leader. Great start by the 5 car. 15 goes right along with them. Isaac Salas slams the door down low. Contact is made between Salas and Michael Carter. Carter on the low side. Isaac Salas up high. Will the 15 car be able to get to that outside? Yes, sir. Slide job coming. Known as Slide Job Salas. Will he throw the slide job here late? Carter takes over the lead in the 15 car. Cale Smith up to P3. Anthony Vitale now in the 21 car battling it out with the 15 or the 515. And Salas into the wall. Salas got into the wall. Michael Carter, Cale Smith. That will shuffle the front of the field. Oh my goodness, we have excitement on night number 1, back at it on our 1-year anniversary. You see, that is the 15 car of Carter, the 5 car of Salas in P2. Salas goes a little bit high, gets up into the outside fence. Cale Smith gets involved. The 15 of Carter, the 88, the 21 gets involved. That will change the whole complexity of the race. On lap 23 of 25, we saw Isaac Salas last night tempt that high line, brush the wall a couple times, never quite caught the wall. Tonight, the 5 cars' luck runs out. He gets into the outside wall. That will give the lead to Michael Carter with his teammate, the 115 of Cale Smith. You can see that car with a little bit of damage. The 21 of Anthony Vitale Jr. in P3, followed by Grant Wesley in the 88 machine. He will be P4 with Randy Shreves now up to P5. On lap 23 of 25, we are getting ready to settle the 358 modifieds on week 7 here at Eldora. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. We're getting ready to go back green. Pace truck is off. Michael Carter with his teammate behind him. Don't know how much damage the 115 of Smith has. 21 car. Anthony Vitale Jr. holds it down low. It will be Carter and Cale Smith 1-2. Anthony Vitale Jr. Now Randy Shreves. 56 car is going to dive it down low. We got a battle for the final podium position. Shreves down low. Anthony Vitale Jr. on the high side. 88 of Grant Wesley currently in P4. On lap 24 of 25, Wesley. Good run off the top side, looking underneath the 21. Can't make that pass stick. We got 1 lap to get it done. Michael Carter on the point with his teammate in P2. Anthony Vitale Jr. trying to hold off the 88. That is Grant Wesley, the driver out of Evansville, Indiana. It will be Cale Smith, Michael Carter, Cale Smith, Anthony Vitale Jr. Top 3 start-finish line, please. Top 3 start-finish line. What a great way to start the night. Michael Carter, Cale Smith, Anthony Vitale Jr. are your top 3. We will get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. We will get a word with those gentlemen here momentarily. As soon as I get everything set up that I need set up. There we go. We are waiting for Anthony Vitale Jr. Anthony Vitale Jr. is in the server. We will get a word with the 21 car. He moves up 3 from the start. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me? Anthony, this is Joe. You got me? Anthony, can you hear me?
You got me, Joe?
Yeah, Mep, I got you. Hey, great run in that 21 car. Kind of walk us through your night. You moved up 3, man. How was the track?
The track was a bit slick. Top line was real sketchy, you know. When you get up there and play truth or dare with that wall, it kind of reaches out and grabs you sometimes.
Yeah, man, it didn't seem to grab you too much. You moved up to a podium finish. Man, what a great run. Following you on Facebook in your real racing career, man. That is super cool to see that modified out on the track up there in New York. Is that correct?
Yep, we run Orange County, New York. We went out for Eastern States this week, past weekend. We had a little bit of issues with the cars. I had to qualify with no brakes. I ended up qualifying 36th out of 90 cars. So it wasn't too bad until I tagged the wall coming out of 2 and knocked the rear out of square, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, man, that's super cool. I like to follow all the drivers in Friday Night Lights that drive real cars. And actually, Michael posted some pictures in our My Real Ride folder. So, man, great run by you, my brother. I see the Got Your Six Racing Network. We're watching a replay on board that machine. Greatly appreciated. Who would you like to thank for your podium finish?
Well, first off, I'll thank everybody on the Vitale Motorsports, Murano Racing. Once again, we're growing. You know, we're getting better each week. Got a lot of guys out here. Gears Unlimited is on the car. AJ Landscaping. And everybody else that's out there with us. We're just having a good time.
Yeah, man, you going to run the limited late models?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around tonight.
All right, man. Good luck to you. Hope to talk to you again.
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Cale Smith coming off a long week of racing in that 115 machine. Got caught up in an incident late in this one. Cale, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, first, my brother, I want to thank you for your service to our country. As you know, that means a ton to me. So thank you for that, first of all. Walk us through your night, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty good night. Good racing with these guys. I really like Eldora a lot. Knew the top would come in there. Top was really good in 1 and 2, not so much in 3 and 4. But I was battling with Chris there for a while. Really fun. Not a whole lot of room. I knew I had to do something when I got a run, and him and I went back and forth, and then filed in behind Michael there in third, and I think then Isaac got in the wall right in front of me. That ended up putting me in second, and was able to finish it off. It's good night.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I got to tell you, man, it was fun watching you guys all week run the Dirt Track Bank World Finals. I think that validates the quality of driving that we have in Friday Night Lights. So, man, I greatly appreciate you guys for your support of Friday Night Lights. And I don't know if you paid attention, but this is our 1-year anniversary tonight. So, man, great run by you. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, man. Just thanks CTM Motorsports. My teammate Michael Carter there. Congrats on the win. Just stacking them up now. Sim Coach's A-Log project. Redline Race Designs. You, Joe, Got Your Six Racing Network. Friday Night Lights. It was a really fun week running the dirt tour there, and it was amazing that they could pull it off. Some great competition in there. It's fun week.
Yeah, man, you took home some cash, did you not?
Yeah, I did. You know what? And we're gonna just donate it all back for Mission 22. It's such a good cause. Those people need it more than we do, and I'm just happy to be there. So.
Man, you just gave me goosebumps. As you know, Mission 22 is going to be on board our rail car this week or this following year. So, as you know, my brother, man, they're near and dear to my heart, and greatly appreciate everything you guys bring to Friday Night Lights. You going to run limited late models?
Be there, man. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, man. Have a great night.
See you.
Michael Carter continues his dominance in Friday Night Lights. He drives the 15 car from outside of pole to the lead. Michael, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's how you get it done right there. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, I didn't really want to get it done that way. I got into Isaac there a little bit, but I was just messaging him. I think my momentum, me going to the bottom so hard, kind of slid up just a little bit into his quarter, but it wasn't intentional for sure. It was just hard racing, but it was besides that, it was a great race, man. He was fast, and it took everything I had to get back to him. Those restarts really helped me out.
Yeah, man. Thanks to your week-long event in conjunction with the Coast to Coast Racing League and Friday Night Lights, you're bringing in some talent to this show, man. We're gonna try to challenge that 15 car and the CTM boys. So, man, that was super fun to watch. I watched you cats all week, man. Great representation of Friday Night Lights. I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart, man. That was great to see. You guys showed very well. Man, who do you want to thank for your drive to victory lane?
Of course, I appreciate you having us here, as always. I got to thank my dad, Randy Carter Painting, CTM Motorsports, Cale Smith, Travis Anderson, Redline Race Designs, Friday Night Lights, you, of course, Joe, Dirt Track Bank, Mission 22, GY6RN, all the top tiered men. Everybody's got a part of this. Really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. You going to run the limited late models?
Absolutely. I'll be there.
All right, man. Hope to talk to you again.
All right. See you later, Joe. Thanks.
Yeah, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are the 358s. Welcome back to week 7 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. We're getting ready to go to our limited late model division. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be with the limited late model. So we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, In motorsports, the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to call the drivers off the track. We are back with the limited late model division. Thank you for tuning in and staying with us. All drivers clear the track. Please, all drivers clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to week 7 at Eldora. We will go over the rules real quick. No interview, no photo after a podium finish. You will receive an EOL next week. Bring out 2 cautions in any race, be it a feature or a heat race. You will get DQ'd from that division for the night. Intentional contact will never be acceptable. If race control determines the contact that intentional, you will receive a 1-week vacation. Call outs on Discord or on the mic or wherever are totally unacceptable. All that we ask, we understand the heat of the moment kind of gets heated. We ask you to take a break before you send out a message to another driver in the league. If it's determined that that was a derogatory email or message or however you did it, you will receive a vacation for that. Excessive blinking. First time that you are blinking, you will receive a warning. Second time, EOL. Third time, you will be disqualified for the night. That's all we have. Again, welcome to week 7 at Eldora, our 1-year anniversary. Greatly appreciate all you guys coming out. We will pause for questions, comments, or concerns. Now would be the time. None heard. I wish you the best of luck. We're advancing to qualifying. So there you have it. We're back with the limited late models here at Eldora. We're getting ready to advance to qualifying. Let's take a quick look at the points while we have a moment. Michael Carter once again at the top of the board, followed by Chris Cox, Randy Shreves, Travis Anderson, and Jeff Kemper are your top 5. I don't see Travis in the field tonight. We will follow along. Looks like the 518 of Joseph Grandy is out on track. We will follow along. Joseph Grandy coming off a turn number 2. In that 518 machine. Chris Cox, top of the board with a 16.373. Joseph Grandy falls back to P6. The board is moving quick. The 7 car of Jesse Ingram. He'll move up to P7 in the 7 machine. Donald Ingram in the 10 car. He's currently P7. Anthony Vitale Jr. is back with us in the 21 machine. He's coming for his first time lap. Gavin Chatham in that 24 machine is 12th quick with a 16.578. Michael Carter, we saw him win the 358 modifieds. He's out on track. See how the CTM driver does as he is coming off a turn number 4 for his first time lap. 5th quick for Carter, 238 of Anthony Marjulio, the Mass Mafia driver. See how Anthony does. He is your spring Friday Night Lights sprint car champion. He drives a midget, I believe, in real life. Isaac Salas to the top of the board. In that says 17. We got to change Isaac's number. Randy Shreves in P3. James Ingram in that 40 machine, driver out of Georgia. He is the elder of the Ingram gang. In that Mountain Dew orange ride, 17th quick for the 40. 238, Anthony Marjulio wraps it up 15th quick. Looks like that will do it as the 238 winds down. James Ingram getting a few extra laps here. Again, greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. If you're new to the show, welcome aboard. If you have suggestions, something you see that you don't like or something that you see that you do like, please let us know. You can email me, go to our Facebook page, Heat 1 to the Grid, Heat 1 to the Grid, please. Just let us know. All right, drivers, welcome to Heat number 1. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Everybody heading to the feature. Got 8 laps to get it done. Been a great show so far. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. We've seen that 5 car of Salas on the front row. He was on the front row of the 358s. He puts up 2 quick times tonight. Isaac Salas, the driver out of North Dakota. He's doing everything he can do to pump that oil out of the ground to lower our gas prices. Totally out of his control. Salas, or Isaac, greatly appreciate everything that you do, not only in iRacing, but in real life. Randy Shree's on his outside in that 56 machine. Here's your reigning sprint car champion in Friday Night Lights. Chris Cox will roll off on P3 in the 515. He is your limited late model champion. The 10 car of Donald Ingram to the outside. We're getting ready to go 8 laps in heat number 1. We're trying to settle starting positions for the feature. Lights are off on the pace truck. We are getting ready to go racing in the limited late model division at Eldora. Pace truck will exit. Isaac Salas coming off of turn 4, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out, side by side at the line. Great start by all drivers. Salas will slide up in front of Shreves in that 56 machine. Chris Cox will tuck in. He will take over P2. Randy Shreves on the outside of the 515 of Chris Cox. Gavin Chatham battling out with Donald Ingram in that 10 machine. And the 111 of Randall Dixon. He's going to come along for the ride. Isaac Salas up front. So far, nobody for the 5 car. Chris Cox in P2. Caution does come out. Looks like Donald Ingram was caught up in an incident. Let's take a quick peek. That is the 10 car of Ingram running on the outside of the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Chatham slides up in front of the 10 car. You can see the 111 there of Dixon coming into the picture. We just heard from race control that the 111, just not enough room, gets into the back of the 10 car. 111 will receive an EOL. Isaac Salas still at the top of the field. We will go 2x2 restart here on lap 4 of 8. Or 3 of 8, my apologies. Isaac Salas was Chris Cox to his outside. Randy Shreves falls back to the second row on the inside. Gavin Chatham in the 24. Great supporter of Friday Night Lights. From almost the beginning, Gavin, thank you for your support, my brother. As we get ready to go back green on lap 3 of 8, we got 5 more laps to settle this. Pace truck is off, as is the 5 car of Salas. The Venom Racing driver pulls out to a lead in front of Chris Cox and Randy Shreves. Shreves on the inside of Chris Cox. Chris Cox pinches the 56 down low. He gets into the 5 car of Salas. They make contact. Now Randy Shreves on the inside of the 515. Salas trying to recover on the outside. The 24 car of Gavin Chatham. He will pull in line behind the 515. Now the 515 or the 24 and 56 will battle it out. Anthony Marjulio in the 238, the Mass Mafia driver, currently in the 4th and final transfer position as Salas tries to recover from the contact that he made with the 515. Jeff Neron with the GY6RN on board. Jeff, thank you for your support. Is in P6. Randall Dixon is in P7 in that 111, so he's been able to move up a little bit. Chris Cox at the front of the field. That is your champion. 1 lap to go. Gavin Chatham in P2. Chatham has won a limited late model race. Shreves will dive down low. They make contact. Coming out of 4. It's a drag race. Cox, Chatham, Shreves, Marjulio are your top 4. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Joseph Grandy, Cale Smith on the front row. Michael Carter, Kelly Wheeler in row number 2. Jason Carter on the inside of Malachi Smith on row number 3. Jesse Ingram and Anthony Vitale Jr. round out your field of 8 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please, sir. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, please tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. The initial start is on green. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everyone heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Joseph Grandy in that 518. He's been super quick, but has not had the luck here in Friday Night Lights thus far. I'm sure that will change. You run at the front of the field, eventually you're going to get there. He's got Cale Smith to his outside. Cale Smith coming off a great week with the Dirt Track Bank World Finals, as is his teammate. That is the 15 car of Michael Carter on the inside of row number 2. Green flag is out. We are underway. Backing down, caution's out. Looks like Kelly Wheeler was involved in an incident. Let's take a look. Just makes contact with the 66 machine, and Wheeler goes around. That will be the 66 of Jason Hines, driver out of Canada, falling to the back of the field. We will start with Grandy and Cale Smith on the front row. Grandy looking for that night where he punches his ticket. It's coming, my friend. I feel it in my bones. Grandy runs up front every week, just runs into bad luck. So we will see if tonight might be the night that the 518 punches his ticket into victory lane and the week 13 $500 dash for cash. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck should exit this time by Joseph Grandy. Will start on lap 4 of 8. Carter tried to get a little bit of a jump there. 518 car was in front of him. We're on lap 5 of 8. Grandy, Cale Smith, Michael Carter, Anthony Vitale Jr. pulls up alongside the 15 car. Those two are going to battle it out. Michael Carter not done. He slides in below. He slides in line behind his teammate. That's the 115 of Cale Smith. Anthony Vitale Jr. makes contact with the 15 car. That might open the door for Kelly Wheeler in the 110 and the 7 car of Jesse Ingram. We've seen Jesse Ingram win a late model race here at Friday Night Lights. Up front, Joseph Grandy holding it down at the point on lap 4 of 8. Cale Smith P2, Michael Carter P3, and Anthony Vitale Jr. in P4. Jesse Ingram in that 7 car. He's about to have his hands full with Jason Hines and Kelly Wheeler. Kelly Wheeler running a little bit lower line. He seems to be making some progress down there. Malachi Smith in the 13, the Venom Racing driver, at the rear of the field trying to move forward up front. It is the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Cale Smith in P2. Smith, he takes a peek down low. Thinks better of it. Let's go on board with Cale Smith on lap 7 of 8. Both drivers running. You can see the track getting slick down low. 1 lap to go. Grandy, Michael Carter, Cale Smith. Looks like Carter's going to battle it out with his teammate once again. Carter dives it down low in turn number 3. Will Cale Smith be able to hold him off? Yes, sir. Joseph Grandy, Cale Smith, Michael Carter, and Anthony Vitale Jr. are your top 4. 3 minutes of warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Joseph Grandy holds off the field from the start. He will bring Chris Cox back to his outside. We have the CTM boys in row number 2. That is Michael Carter on the inside of his teammate, Cale Smith, in the 115. As you heard, Cale Smith donating his winnings from the Dirt Track Bank World Finals to Mission 22. Man, I cannot thank you enough. Mission 22 is going to be on board our real race car this year. Just signed the release form, so super excited about that. What a great organization. So thank you, Cale, from the bottom of my heart, my brother. Thank you for that. Cale Smith is actually active duty driver, so Navy, so greatly appreciated, sir. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 515 of Joseph Grandy. We are underway. Grandy, now Michael Carter. He tries to pull to the inside of Chris Cox. Those two side by side. Cale Smith in the 115. He's in P4, followed by the 238. The 515 is around. That is your champion. We are going to have to take a look at what happened to Chris Cox. That brought out the caution. You can see Chris Cox currently running in P2. Carter dives it down low in the slick. We are 3 wide behind these two. Looks like the 15 loses a little bit of traction. Gets in the back of your champion. Randy Shreves collected. Salas collected. Collects a group of drivers. Joseph Grandy still at the front of the field. Cale Smith in P2. This should be our last 2 wide restart. We will go single file after this. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Trying to put it all together. Great start by Grandy as he slides up in front of the 115. Randy Shreves trying to bottom, as is Isaac Salas, I believe, was down there. Grandy at the point, followed by Cale Smith. Cale Smith takes a peek inside on lap 6 of 25. Anthony Marjulio, no stranger to victory lane, followed by Jesse Ingram, who has a limited late model victory in Friday Night Lights, and our friend Jason Hines, a driver out of Canada, in that 66 machine, followed by Gavin Chatham in the 24. Isaac Salas in the 5 falls back to P7. Randy Shreves in the 56. They make contact. It is Chris Cox once again. No caution comes out up front. The 518 of Grandy. He's got to be trying to make the right moves at the right time. We will go on board with the 115 of Cale Smith. Grandy has to be mistake-free here. As you see the 115 pull up behind, we do have a lap car ahead. The 518 leaves that high side clear. 115 of Cale Smith will take advantage. Slide job coming. Crossover from the 518 back to the point. Let's take a look at the field. We will tune out for one moment. That's about as close as we're going to get to turn it up as Joseph Grandy in that 518 machine. He is battling with Cale Smith in the 115. So the 15 cars wanting that P1 position. Anthony Marvulio in the 238. He's up to P3. Jesse Ingram, my apologies, is the first car on the outside looking in at a podium. 40 car, those are the leaders, sir. Let them by. Hold your line. 40 car, those are the leaders. Hold your line. Joseph Grandy makes the pass, as does Cale Smith, followed by Anthony Marvulio in the 238. Jason Hines in the 66. He's going to battle it out with the 7 car. That is Jesse Ingram. He's going to slide it down low. Crossover coming from Jason Hines. That 66 car banged up a little bit. Now Gavin Chatham getting into the mix. 7 car underneath the 66. It is the 7 car of Jesse Ingram that will dive it down low. No room to slide up high. Gavin Chatham bounces off the wall a little bit. Up front, Cale Smith and the 518 of Joseph Grandy are going to battle it out on lap 22 of 25. Those two drivers going at it. Cale Smith down low. Joseph Grandy, he's going to try the crossover. They are nose to nose at the line. The 518 of Grandy with the advantage. Cale Smith in the 518. This is the race to watch. Caution comes out. Oh my goodness, a 66 car of Jason Hines caught up in an incident. Let's take a look. 7 gets up into the 66. That will send the 66 to the back of the field and will add some complexity to the finish of this race. Joseph Grandy started from outside of pole. We are on lap 23 of 25, so we're going to settle it right here. Grandy, Smith, Marvulio, Chatham, Cox, your top 5. Getting ready to settle week 7. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights at Eldora. Grandy looking to finally put it all together. Cale Smith, the driver from the CTM Motorsports in P2, the 238 of Anthony Marvulio, the Mass Mafia driver. He is a previous champion. So Joseph Grandy has his hands full. Just needs to run a perfect couple laps here. Joseph Grandy with a great restart. Cale Smith goes along with him on lap 24 of 25. Grandy to the outside. Cale Smith nose to tail. The 238 sends it in down low. He closes in on Cale Smith there. Joseph Grandy, Cale Smith throws it down low. Will he make the pass? Yes, sir. We got a crossover. It's coming to the line here. One last lap. One last corner. Grandy at the lead will win. Cale Smith P2. Anthony Marvulio. Top three start finish line, please. In P3. What a great finish to your limited late models. We will get a word with your top three. We will get a word with Anthony Marvulio. Welcome the 238 back to the podium. The Mass Mafia driver. Top three start finish line, please. Of course, we forgot to get the... That's perfect, fellas. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. Now we will get a word with your top three. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Got too wrapped up in the moment. We will get a word with the 238. That is Anthony Marvulio. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, that's about as good as it gets. You know, when you guys started, the Mass Mafia crew started with Friday Night Lights, we weren't looking at races like this, man. This has seemed to evolve. And once again, the 238 is right up in the mix, man. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't a track that kind of suits my style. I'm usually on the bottom, and the bottom never really came in. So it's to rim ride for me. It was a difficult race, and then trying to stay out of trouble the whole time.
Yeah, man. It may have been difficult, but you got that 238 car on a podium finish, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish, my friend?
You, Joe, for putting this on. I mean, everybody who's in this league does an awesome job. And now, not my fiance, but my wife, for allowing me to do this on a Friday night.
Oh, my goodness, man. Congratulations. Those of you who don't know, Anthony Marvulio is expecting a child. Just bought a house this year and won the sprint car spring division. Man, congratulations. As you heard, we're also celebrating our 1 year anniversary of when we actually created this league. So, man, I like to think this is bigger than just an iRacing league. You and I have communicated offline. This is just, it's absolutely wonderful, man. So congratulations on the wedding. Congratulations on the new house. Man, this has just been wonderful. You and I have contacted each other from time to time. So congratulations, man. And tell your wife, if she's not watching, to tune in, and we'll definitely give a shout out.
All right, sounds good, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We're going to see you in the sprint cars?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Cale Smith in the 115 car comes up one position short of a victory. Cale, this is Joey. You got me?
To Joe.
You know what, man? If we talk multiple times on a Friday night, that's pretty darn good news. Great run by the 115. Walk us through your night. I just noticed you got GY6RN on the back of that 115 machine, my brother. Thank you so much. Walk us through your night. How was the track? How did it change?
Yeah, man, just stacking up these second place finishes here. It was it was good. I was telling myself in the beginning, I was like, all right, I got to win this one. You know, I got Michael starting behind me, and it really that high side came in, and that's where I want to run, and it was good. And you know, Joseph and I were just throwing sliders back and forth, and that makes it really fun. It was a really good night of racing.
Yeah, man. Joseph was due here. We were talking throughout the broadcast, if you watch it. Joseph was due for a win, and I will tell you, in football, they say defense wins championships. I will tell you consistency in racing wins championships, my friend. So, man, if ever I finish on a podium, I could not be happier. And that 115 car is on a podium more times than not, man. Who would you like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, Joe, just thank my teammates. Michael Carter had a little bit of tough run here, but you know he'll be back. Travis Anderson with our team at CTM. Just you for doing this all, man. Congratulations on the year. Doing this for a year, you do such a great job, and with everything, Mission 22. All the guys that are in here, man, they're really fun to run with. Real clean, respectful. So thanks everybody.
Yeah, man, I can't tell you again. I just noticed the GY6RN on the back of your spoiler there, man. Greatly appreciated, my brother. Thank you so much for running with us.
Oh yeah, I gotta represent it. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, man. Joseph Grandy finally puts it all together. The 518 finally closes a deal. Joseph Grandy drives the 518 to a victory. Joseph is Joe. You got me?
I do, yes.
Man, great run by the 518. I know in the past we were talking on the broadcast that you've run into some really bad luck.
I sure do.
The 518 has been super quick every week. You have just punched your ticket to the week 13 $500 dash for cash, brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. So, man, welcome to the show. Walk us through your night.
Appreciate it. Well, first, that's my first late model win ever, so I'll take it. But I was actually shocked I had second fastest time, and obviously starting in the front makes it so much easier. So I didn't have to really battle that much besides at the end of that race, and then the yellow came out, and that saved me a little bit.
Yeah, man. So as a driver, I know when you're leading late in a race and the caution comes out, man, the nerves start to get a little bit. It turns up the intensity a little bit, but man, you held your own, and the 518 car drove his way to victory lane. Who would you like to thank for your victory?
I'd like to thank you, Joe, for the broadcast, and the Got Your Six Network, and everyone who makes it possible.
Yeah, man, greatly appreciated. You gonna run the 305s?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Right on, man. Hope to talk to you again. Finally closing the deal, the 518 of Joseph Grandy brings home a limited late model a win on Friday Night Lights. Joseph, thank you, man, and we'll see you in the 305s.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we will be with the 305 sprint cars for your nightcap. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen, and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars were going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose. soldiers, sailors, airmen, and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
you don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses. So.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well. They can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we could grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
Obstacles. I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Welcome back. We are at our nightcap. That is the 305 Sprint Cars here at week 7 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Drivers are currently out on the track. We're about to call them in for a driver's meeting, and as always, you will join along with us here. All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track, please. Hi, drivers. Welcome to week number 7 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Go over some rules real quick for those of you that weren't in the previous 2 races. No interview, no photo. After a podium finish, you will get an EOL the following week. You bring out 2 cautions in a heat or a feature race, you will get a DQ for that division. Intentional contact is not acceptable at any time. Callouts on Discord or sending messages to other league members will not be tolerated. Please do not do that. Cool down before you send out an email. If not, you may receive a vacation. Blinking at if your car starts to blink because of internet issues. First time you will be given a warning. Second time you will be given an EOL. Third time you will be asked to park it for the night. That is all we have for the rules. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Now would be the time. None heard. We will advance to qualifying. I wish you all the best of luck. So there you have it. We don't have a big field for tonight for the sprint cars. We have only 10 drivers in the field, so we will see how this plays out. We are waiting for, we will follow along with the 21 of Anthony Vitale Jr. in the Casey's machine as he comes out on track. Crazy story about Casey's. Back when we lived in Missouri, when I was in the military, Casey's was right down the street from our first apartment, my wife and I. So, yeah, brings back fond memories. That is Anthony Vitale Jr. out on track. And he puts it at the top of the board. That doesn't last long. Joseph Grandy with a 14.902. Put him at the top of the board. Jesse Ingram in the 7 car, out on track. 6 quick for Jesse Ingram. Donald Ingram, his brother, in the 10 car. Six quick for Donald, the 24 of Gavin Chatham with the 14.894. Put Gavin at the top of the board. Randy Shreves finishes up P3. Jason Hines still out on track P4. Let's see if he can improve. No, sir. P4 for Jason Hines. Anthony Marjulio coming out on track. That is the Mass Mafia driver. He is a previous champion of Friday Night Lights. Let's see if Anthony can better Gavin Chatham, who is currently your quick time qualifier with a 14.894. First lap for Marjulio, 5th quick with a 15.004. Will he improve on his second lap coming off a turn number 4? Marjulio to the line. 15.049, not good enough. That will wrap it up. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine will be your quick time for tonight with a 14.894. Jordan LaFon just jumped into the server. Let's see how the 11 does. 8th quick for the 11 car. We saw the Got Your 6 Racing Network logo on board the 11 machine. Jordan, thank you for your support, my brother. 8th quick for the 11 machine. or eighth. Yeah, eighth quick. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Joseph Grandy on the front row. Randy Shreve, Jason Hines on row number 2. Anthony Marjulio, Chris Cox in 3. Jesse Ingram, Jordan LaFawn in 4. Donald Ingram and Anthony Vitale Jr. will round out your field of 10 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. All 10 of you are in the only heat we'll have for tonight. So you are racing for your starting positions in the heat race. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. So not a good turnout, not a great turnout for the 305 sprint cars. We will see how this plays out. This heat race will be 8 laps. These drivers are racing for their starting positions in the feature. Gavin Chatham will start on the pole with that 518 of Joseph Grandy to his outside. Grandy has 2 wins in the sprint car division, so we will see how this plays out. Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We are underway. Watch that 56 of Randy Shreves coming off of row number 2. We're going to go 3 wide here at Eldora off of turn number 2. We're going to go 4 wide, it looked like. Gavin Chatham pulls out to the lead. Caution comes out. I thought I heard somebody get into the wall there. That might be the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. Let's watch that once again. Looks like the 238 come up into the 11. The 11 into the 66. So we will see how race control scores that. Plenty of time to get back in line. Again, this is an 8-lap heat race. All right, leader, the restart is on you. Once all 4 tires of the pace truck are off the race surface, that is your cue to go anytime between there and the green flag. Gavin Chatham at the front of the field. Joseph Grandy MP2, followed by Randy Shreves and Chris Cox. Lights are off on the pace truck. Should exit next time by. Pace truck is off, waiting on the 24 to lead the field to the green flag. Great start by the 24 of Gavin Chatham on lap 3 of 8. Joseph Grandy MP2, followed by Randy Shreves in the 56 machine. Chris Cox said he wanted a sprint car championship. He's trying to get it done. He's MP4, followed by Jesse Ingram. The Ingram brothers running 5 and 6. Gavin Chatham getting it done up front. The 24 car leading away. Joseph Grandy MP2, Randy Shreves MP3. On lap 8 of 8, we got 1 to go. Chris Cox in the 515, currently in P4. Gavin Chatham making it work on turns 1 and 2. It will be Chatham, Grandy, Shreves, Cox, your top 4, followed by Jason Hines. Three minutes of warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the feature of the 305 Sprint cars. Feature to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham on the front row, Joseph Grandy in on the outside. Randy Shreves, Chris Cox in row number 2. Jason Hines, Jesse Ingram in row number 3. Anthony Marvulio, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row number 4. Donald Ingram and Jordan LaFawn ran out your field of 10 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, Tighten up half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Got 30 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. It will be Donnelly or Gavin Chatham in that 24 machine. That brings us to the green flag. Pace truck is off. We're getting ready to go. Green flag is out. We are underway. Grandy on the outside of Chatham. Chatham tucks down low, comes out. He will get the advantage over Grandy. Grandy now with the slide job. Chatham will cross over. We are 2 by 2 at the front of the field. 24 car of Gavin Chatham to the point. Grandy will try to cross over. Can we do this for 30 laps? It will be Joseph Grandy to the point. Gavin Chatham in P2. Chatham down low, crossover coming from the 518 of Grandy. Chatham will try to cross over. Grandy at the line. What a great battle up front. Gavin Chatham and Grandy swapping sliders and crossovers. Randy Shreves in that 56 car. He is on the outside looking in as these two battle it out. Chatham to the point. Tucks in behind the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Dives it down low. Grandy back to the point. Joseph Grandy on the point in front of Gavin Chatham. Shreves pulls up to P3. Now Gavin Chatham, he dives down low, trying to get underneath the 518 of Grandy. Grandy with the crossover. Will he come up top? Yes, sir. Gets in front of the 24 of Chatham. Chatham dives down low once again. Can't quite make the pass. It is Grandy, Chatham, Shreves, Hines, Cox are your top 5. On lap 15 of 30. So this one is going by in a big hurry. Grandy getting into that outside wall a little bit. Now Shreves peeking on the inside. Shreves wants that P2. will go on board with Randy Shreves. You can see the 24 dive it down low. No room, the front two make contact. That collects Randy Shreves. Oh my goodness, this will add some complexity. Let me find the right camera angle for you. There is Grandy. Gavin Chatham on the bottom side slides up. God, the two just make contact. Grandy gets into the outside wall. Top two, it looks like Hines got by. Randy Shreves will take over the point. Shreves is currently second in the points behind Grandy. This is on lap 17 of 30, so Shreves needs a great finish. Let's see where Grandy, 8th currently, so Shreves needs a great finish here. That is your reigning sprint car champion, the 56 of Randy Shreves. Pace truck is off. That leaves the field to Randy Shreves. Great start by the 56, followed by Jason Hines. Now Jordan LaFawn is going to come up and 5:15 to the outside wall. That will leave the position open. Jesse Ingram. Jordan LaFawn moves up in that exchange. Looks like the 7 just into the the 518 of Grandy. Another bad luck incident. Randy Shreves at the front of the field, followed by Hines. Now the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn will move up to P3. Lights are off on the pace truck. Randy Shreves, Jason Hines, Jordan LaFawn are your top 3. Chris Cox in the 515 is the first car on the outside looking in at a podium. Great start by the 56. Jordan LaFawn in that 11 car, currently in P3. Chris Cox in P4. LaFawn looking down low. Slide job coming. LaFawn up to P2. Oh, the two make contact. That will send LaFawn to the outside wall. Jason Hines moves up to P2. Oh, my goodness. Battling up front. LaFawn battling it out with the 66 machine. Just hearing that the 66 received an EOL. LaFawn still has time to battle back through the field. The 11 car, super quick tonight, gets into the outside wall. Would imagine he will go for his quick repair and be able to battle back through the field. Randy Shreves up front, followed by Chris Cox. Now Anthony Vitale Jr. in that 21 machine will be in P3. Lights will go off on the pace truck. On lap 22 of 30. Green flag is out. We are back underway. The 56 of Randy Shreves on the point. Anthony Vitale Jr. now challenging Chris Cox in the 515. Anthony Marjulio, a current or previous champion. He is the first car on the outside looking in at a podium. Anthony Vitale Jr. goes down low to block that 238. Randy Shreves setting sail up front, followed by Chris Cox. Marjulio keeping the 238 down low. The Mass Mafia driver, Joseph Grandy in P5, coming back from an early incident. I heard somebody hit the wall. Wasn't sure who it was. Looks like it may have been Jesse Ingram. In the 7 machine. Just gets loose, gets up into the 66. That will put the 7 car to the back of the field. Randy Shreves leading with 4 laps to go. Randy Shreves at the front of the field. Lights are off on the pace truck. Working lap 26 of 30. Shreves, Cox, Vitale Jr., Marjulio, and Grandy, your top 5. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 56 of Randy Shreves. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Once that 56 gets out front, gonna be hard to deal with. Marv Julio, he dives down low. That's a previous champion. He's gonna try to get underneath Chris Cox. Marv Julio currently running in P3. Marjulio slowly moving up in line. He will go side by side with Vitali Jr. This is the battle right here for P3, the 238 of Marjulio. He will move up side by side with the 515 of Chris Cox. Marjulio, now Vitali Jr. down low. We got contact. What will that do to the complexity? The white flag was already out. The 518 of Joseph Grandy up to P3. Vitali Jr. Randy Shreves will win. Little bit of drama late in this one. Top three start finish line, please. Top three start finish line. Yeah, drivers battling for that final position. Randy Shreves, Anthony Vitali Jr., and Joseph Grandy will be your top three. I can work with that, fellas. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. What a great finish. What a battle to the end. We will get a word with Joseph Grandy as soon as he gets up into the booth. And there he is. We will pull him up. Joseph, this is Joe. You got me?
Yep, how you doing?
Man, what a crazy finish. Walk us through your night there.
Well, I was battling there with Chatham pretty good there in the beginning. I think it was Chatham. And we ended up getting together. It was both our faults. I was trying to squeeze by him. He was coming up. And at the end, I don't know what happened at the end. I just ended up in third somehow.
Yeah, man, that was what happened was madness. That was we had a lot of action in front of you, but man, what a great night for the 518. You kept it up front. So again, consistency wins championships, man. Who do you want to thank for your 305 sprint car podium finish?
I'd like to thank you, Joe, the Got Your Six Network, and Friday Night Lights League.
Yeah, man. Great finish for the 518. Comes in P3. Hopefully we see you next week, my brother.
Hopefully. Thanks, Joe.
All right, man. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Anthony Vitali Jr. in the 21 machine. He moves up 6 from his start in that Casey's machine. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, you don't even know the memories that Casey's machine brings back. Married my wife 35 years ago in Missouri, and there was actually a Casey's down the street from our first apartment, which that thing was a wreck, man. But yeah, man. So the Casey's machine brings back fond memories. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, this is really the first time I really ran these things. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. I really don't think I deserved the second place finish after getting into the 238 like that. I didn't mean to get down on him. And then after looking at the replay, we barely touched wheels and it looked like he shot up across the track. So sorry for everyone that got involved in that wreck.
Yeah, man. No apologies necessary. That's kind of a racing deal. Man, it is great to see you have a good run. Didn't see Michael out here tonight, so he's probably wore out from the last 7 days, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish?
Once again, I'll just thank everybody on the Vitali Motorsports team, Murano Racing, and everybody that's helping me with these iRacing cars. They're a lot different than the real thing, but I'm starting to get the hang of them.
Man, you're not supposed to tell me that because I'm about to go the real thing here. January 1st is our first test and tune in the dwarf car. So it appears we have our hands full.
Where are you going to be testing that?
We're out in California, so we'll be testing at the local track. And man, you can watch all this. You need to watch that. Search Joe Halter Dwarf Car Journey on YouTube, and you will find out just how much we don't know about what we're about to get into.
All right, sounds good. And send me a Got Your Six sticker, and I'll make sure it's on that car for next year.
Yeah, man. Great to hear, my brother. Thank you. Great finish. Great night for the 21 machine.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man. Randy Shreves in the 56, your reigning sprint car champion, brings the 56 home in grand fashion. Randy, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Man, I'd like to say walk me through your night, but I am so used to that 56 machine running super smooth up front, man, and there were no challengers. Walk us through your night.
Started off, I was just kind of following Gavin and Joseph there, and they kind of got together, and then I inherited the lead and just kind of walked away from there.
Yeah, man, as normal, super smooth, fun to watch. Man, I saw your Facebook post, and the carbon fiber drive shaft that was sent to me by Gears Unlimited. Actually, man, I'm super proud to send that out to you, my brother. What a great season so far. You're a reigning champion, and you drive the 56 to victory lane. Who would you like to thank for your victory?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank you and everybody at Gears Unlimited. Everybody here at with the league, and I definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, ABR Setup Shop, Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, the Dirt Track Bank, Get Your Six Racing Network, Top Tier Race Control, just everybody, man. Thanks to everybody for watching, and yeah, I believe that's it.
Yeah, man, you're coming off of 7 days of racing. Now 8 if you include tonight. So a much-deserved break for the weekend coming up. Man, it was fun to watch you in the Dirt Track Bank World Finals as it was fun to watch you tonight, my friend. Congratulations. Another victory by the 56, man. Hope to see you next week. And, man, greatly appreciated, my brother.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you too, Joe. And yeah, this is definitely a good early birthday present for me. My birthday is tomorrow, so yeah, I get to celebrate a little early.
Oh, man, damn. Happy birthday and congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 7 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you want to follow along in the real dwarf car journey, we're about to go, as old as I am, we are about to go real-time racing. Search Joe Halter Dwarf Car Journey on YouTube. You can follow along and leave some comments for us. Greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. And until next week, we will see ya.
I'm Chris Jakimick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deployed to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text actually from my stepmom. It's like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates, and she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day, 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, as like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. It's like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. Physically, I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission, and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it. From the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it transformed into Lo and Behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Oh my gosh, everybody! I am so excited. My heart's pumping, my hands are sweaty. Please welcome our very own director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir. Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña. Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza. From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio. From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy. Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle. And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Bilardi, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jack Jackamek. Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
Woo.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief that a wingman concept. We're gonna take care of each other. We've got each other. And there gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's gonna help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's gonna save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.